Welcome to Talk About Coaching with us, Jamie Tenzer and Sherry Boone. We spend our days talking about coaching as we train and mentor coaches, and we've been doing this for about 20 years. We even talk about coaching when we're just chatting with each other. So we thought, why not record our chats and share them with you? Our goal is to share our expertise to help you on your journey to become a better coach. And we'll share ideas that you can take and try on to see if they work for you. We hope you'll find value, and if there's a topic you'd like us to talk about, please let us know. We can be reached at coachcachet.com. That is CoachCachet.com. We hope you'll enjoy today's Talk About Coaching. Well, hello. Welcome to Talk About Coaching. Sherry, are you there?
I am here. Thanks, Jamie.
All right. Yes. Well, today we're going to talk about number 4, Cultivates Trust and Safety, and specifically 4.6, which is demonstrates openness and transparency as a way to display vulnerability and build trust with the client. So before I say anything more about that, what comes to mind for you?
So, when I first thought about this one, it was a little difficult because, just to imagine what that would be. Demonstrates openness and transparency around what, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you and I were talking and thinking of some ideas. And so the first thing would be just maybe for us to talk about some examples of what that might be. What does that really mean, right? This whole idea that we're transparent, but how transparent? How much do we share? We don't want to insert ourselves into the coaching conversation. We don't want to become the best friend of our client, right?
Mm-hmm.
And be sharing a lot of personal information. So what does it really mean to be open, be transparent? So one example really of that is, you might say to your client, I'm going to tell you, I got distracted there for a minute. Would you repeat what you just said? And just let them know, just be very open that happened. Mm-hmm. Right? So mm-hmm. that's one example.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, I love that one because we're human and we do get distracted when we're coaching.
Yeah.
And we do have other thoughts and lives going on. The other example that I can think of is sometimes we don't know what question to ask right away, and that's okay. Maybe we need to say, you know what, I'm thinking about this. Thinking about what question I want to ask here, and just take our time with it and create some silence. And maybe the client jumps in, which is a better result than any question we might ask, actually. But just to say, we are partnering, we're the coach and the other person is the client, but it is a partnership and we're working on this together. So, I think it's okay to kind of share, you know what, I need a second here.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. Another one is to think about, that I was remembering some ideas, some examples of coaches who, this idea of we need to be really completely present and available for our client as we come into a coaching session. Well, sometimes life happens for all of us. As you say, we're human. And so maybe I have a session scheduled and something happens that day in my life where I know that I am not going to be able to be present. I'm not going to be able to give my full attention to my client. So, at that moment, maybe I, contact the client to say, I'm really sorry, but something has come up. I'm not going to be completely available or present for our coaching today, and I need to reschedule. And And I think I think that builds trust also, that the client knows that they are valued enough, right? That the coach would take the time to be aware that, oh, my coach can't do it today because something's going on, and she can't be completely present for me, so she's needing to reschedule. I think that builds trust there. And again, as the coach, you're not going to share exactly what's going on for you, some emergency in your family or whatever emotional upset might be going on. You're not going to obviously share the details, but you are going to share the fact that that something is happening and you're not able to be fully present and you need to reschedule.
Absolutely. And that connects back to something you said in the beginning of our discussion about this is, oversharing. Where's the line between transparency and openness? But as you said, we're not trying to create a friendship necessarily with our client, where there's a boundary there, and we need to be mindful of that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's an important concept, this idea of being transparent and being open. It is a relationship, a coaching relationship. It has to work for both people, and both people need to feel, accepted and heard, but mostly the client, of course. I think that really is an important piece of successful coaching, is to have this kind of a close relationship with a client. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
We cover this one, I think.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We hope you're walking away with something of value. As always, we invite your comments at coachcachet.com. That's COACHCACHET.com.